Ooh, so what did I miss on last week's Drag Race? Ah, I missed a whole ass slaughter. Okay then. Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is EJ Marino and I am back this week to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13. Oh, we're diving in to all of the bag ball. I want to do a quick apology. I did not do a video last week as I had a dental surgery, so I couldn't speak. I watched the episode, I processed the episode. I still have some issues with this season, and it kind of carries over to the beginning of this episode. It does clean up later on, and I start to enjoy this episode a little bit more. But again, it's kind of hurting me watching UK and then going to this season where I love UK so much, and this season I'm so hit or miss on. So yes, I missed last week. Thank you guys so much for at least coming back this week to watch this one, because we have a lot of fashion to talk about. We have so many looks. I believe they said like 36 looks. I love the fashion on this show. That's my favorite part of Drag Race. I will say though, we should stop doing the balls when we still have like 13 goddamn people here. It just feels like it's just a lot of looks where I can't fully process and digest everyone's outfits because there's just all of them thrown at me. Maybe just do 2 categories when you have this many queens and save the 3, challenges, the 3 kind of ball categories for the later on ball when we have a couple, like, of just a smaller amount. This was just a lot of looks. I liked the looks, but I don't think it's fair when it's just like, well, that looks is cool, and then it's 84 outfits ago, because I just don't remember what it is. That's my only complaint I have about this episode, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. But okay, hold on. One thing I did not like was the beginning of this episode with that Tamisha Iman and Candy Muse drama. I'm not here for it. That's the petty stuff that I don't particularly love, that it's just all over the US seasons, and I'm just kind of like, meh. And I know you guys are going to say, well, without the drama, no one would watch the show. That's not true. This manufactured drama is not exactly what we're used to. I'm from those first couple seasons of Drag Race where they gave me drama, but I just didn't feel that producer manipulation as much. The episode gets a little bit better, even though you could hear a producer go, hey, Lala, let's talk about the Black Lives Matter movement, which I thought was an important conversation, especially in a fandom, marketing to a fandom that is infamously racist. So I like that they took a moment to speak about something very real. I'll have a link down below for a black trans organization that you guys can maybe donate some money to, or at least share it on your social medias. That would be awesome. So I appreciate the producers for interfering there and starting this conversation. But when we get to that intro drama, I was just like, okay, can we just get on? Look, we have 36 goddamn looks. I need you guys to hurry up and get me to the fashion. And that's kind of what I'm going to do with this review. I'll pass by all this quick stuff and then go straight to all the looks. What was up with that baby challenge? I know RuPaul likes those excuses to just promote a song. And I'm like, okay, there's your new happy birthday song. That's cool. But what was the point of it? What did Lala? I think Lala won it. What did she get? It didn't help her in the main challenge. So she gets some money. The mini challenges used to either be to like set up the teams. Maybe she could have gave people the bag stuff. Like, you get this bag and you get this bag. I just don't understand. So I like a pointless, dumb mini challenge. Like, remember when they had to sit on things a couple years ago where they're like, sitting on a fax machine, guess what that is? That was stupid and fun. This one was just edited so oddly, and then with the baby looks and the RuPaul song, I was not here for it. And I don't know, maybe the promo for Coach later on hurt me with the RuPaul promo, but that's not my favorite part of the show. Though this intro did, the first half of this episode let me realize some things. I realized I like Rosé a lot more than I did in the beginning. She's growing on me. Same thing with Utica. These are queens that are growing and growing. I thought Utica was in danger because she was like helping somebody out, and I was just like, girl, you know the rules, better watch yourself. And I was like, okay with that. Also, Simone had the whole like, I don't know, I'm not a fashion girl, I don't know what I'm doing. But guess what? You weren't in danger. It was such an odd edit. It was like a red herring edit of like, Simone's gonna be in danger, but she's not. She didn't even make it to the bottom. So that was a strange thing to kind of push that like narrative early on in the episode and don't pay it off fully. If you're gonna show me stuff, editors, give me something later on, and it just didn't pay off. But again, I'm not going to complain too much about this episode because there's so many looks and I had such a good time with it. Before we get to the main challenge, I want to say I do love that they took time to talk about the ballroom scene. They even mentioned Laomi, who is a legendary ballroom performer. If you guys are not watching the show Legendary on HBO Max, I'm going to take this time promoting RuPaul's Drag Race to promote Legendary. It is a ballroom show that shows these houses battling it out in fashion and dance and everything. It is so good. Kind of my favorite queer show that has a bunch of like entertainers performing. Kind of shocking, kind of a hot take here, but I love Legendary so much. But I'm glad Tamisha got to explain it, especially to Utica, who's this adorable little white girl who probably has never seen a ball. And trust me, I live in an area where balls are harder to find, and it's not as accessible as somewhere like Chicago and New York. But I do like that they took the time to explain it like they did with the Black Lives Matter moment. Ballroom is so entrenched in black and brown culture, so I love to see that. And then their conversation about the Black Lives Matter movement was very important. They let the Black queens speak, they let them have the moment. Even Candy Muse, who is an Afro-Latino, who I'm not a big fan of, but still said some poignant things under the mumble, so yay! Yeah, but this was a good conversation. This whole from the beginning I wasn't loving, but since that moment where Tamisha explained ballroom on, I was into this episode. And then let's get into this episode because we have a lot of fashion and I have a lot of notes. I might have to be referring to my notes. I got my cute little promising young woman thing. I usually try not to read my notes on camera, but again, 36 looks. There's so much that I'm going to have to get into it. So our first challenge was the mixed bag challenge. I really didn't understand the point of the name. It had this like kind of vibe. Everyone was doing themes. There was a lot of executive themes and there was a lot of space outfits this week. A lot of Judy Jets and hookers. And I wasn't here for that, but we will get into it. So Denali comes out in this airbag look. Very gaga. Very, very cool. I really like this one. This was one of my favorites of Denali's this episode. I like Denali a lot. Denali, other than that lip sync last week, is not giving me the most that I want, but I am here for what Denali's offering. Some other looks later on were okay, but this was my favorite Denali look. We also have Joey J, who was a basic nurse, and it led to the stupidest scene with Carson about, was that Poison Ivy? No, it wasn't Poison Ivy. It was I was done with that. It went on too long. Joey, basic outfit. Okay, so let's go to Lala Ree. This was a bad Halloween party outfit. I thought Joey's outfit was very bad Halloween, but Lala's looked like, I'm gonna look glamorous at my Halloween costume. And it's like, you glued some bags or some bones onto that dress. Okay, so what now? Yeah, I was not expecting. I wanted more. Elliot is another queen who I wasn't a big fan of, but is growing on me because Elliot had this first look that was a little trashy, but a little rich. It was like when a billionaire who, let's say someone from the trailer park becomes a billionaire. That's what this gave me, and I actually really, really like that. We also had Tamisha. Tamisha, this episode let me down, and I will be very honest. I thought this outfit was cute. This like old lady look I thought was fine. Michelle was like, you got too into the character, not into the drag. Michelle, shut your mouth. Girl, when she was just like, you were too campy, not enough drag. Shut your mouth. Those piss me off. I think Michelle is gorgeous and such an amazing person on this panel, but every now and then Michelle will do a judging that I'm like, what the... So, yes, then let's go to Simone. Simone with those big old boobies. I think the fun bags was the challenge for this one. I actually really like Simone's look. I like Simone so much. This was a Simone Stan account a couple weeks ago. It's back to being a Simone Stan account. Sorry, Tamisha. We're back to being a Simone Stan account. All right, so let's go to Olivia. This was a boxer look, which I can't believe someone did a boxing look this season. So original. No one's ever done that. I know she probably didn't have much options, but it was just like, God, someone else just did a boxing look. How can you come out? Especially it was Simone who did one. All right, so let's go to Mick. Cute. I really like this. It was very horror. I think Mick referenced The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which is a weird, gory horror movie. If you've never seen it, it should be on Netflix or something. Go watch The Autopsy of Jane Doe. It was disgusting. This look was disgustingly sick. This was Got Mix episode. Just everything. We'll talk about a later look that I loved. So then we have Rosé. Rosé grew on me. This was a very cute look. It was Scottish. That's fine, I guess. Going after like Lawrence Chaney in the last in UK to this one, I was just like, okay, this is something. Not my favorite Scottish person I've seen this week, but you're close. Then we have Tina Burner. Divine. This was bad Divine. This was not my favorite from Tina. Tina's not my favorite actually at all. I'm not really a big fan. So let's go to Candy. This was boring. It was a cute print. I thought like the little cat face or whatever. That was cute. It was just a boring look. I think all of Candy's looks were kind of boring this episode, and I'm not a big Candy fan either. Then we have Utica. Utica gave me the bitch ball from season 4. I liked Utica's look. Utica really came out with something this week and really showed out. Michelle really complimented Utica, and I really like that she gave her flowers because it was very well deserved. This first runway was okay. The second one was not my favorite. Alright, so we're at the money bag outfit, which was all executive-ish or Richie, fine. And then they had the Coach promo. What kind of fake luxury brand promo was this? Like, this Coach stuff pissed me off. It reminded me of Jeffrey Moran being the absolute dickbag that he was back on his seasons. I'm glad this guy didn't have a full cameo because COVID probably stopped him from coming into the studio. That was probably a benefit. Not a big fan of this promo. Not a big fan of this. So Denali comes out in this Cruella de Vil meets Devil Wears Prada. I liked it. It was fine. Not my favorite, but it was fine. Then we go to Joey J. I wrote lazy, boring executive. Yes. That's exactly what that was. Not my favorite. Lala Ree, though. Bald is beautiful. Lala Ree just looked so gorgeous in the second look. If she could have kept it up, that first look was not my favorite, but the second look redeemed it. Then that third look, we will talk about it. Yeah, Elliot. Elliot came out with this 80s, I literally put an oh my god on my notes because it was very not what I expected from Elliot with 2 T's, the long ass name. But I really liked Elliot's look. So let's go to Tamisha. Not my fave. Tamisha, what is... I feel like there's a downcline happening with Tamisha, and I just don't know if she's just, like, not feeling it anymore, just decided, you know what, I'm looking around, I'm probably not going to win this season, so I don't really care. I just don't know what's with Tamisha. This was okay. The next look was a little bit worse. Simone, this was very futuristic, but it reminded me of, like, if Jasmine Masters was in 2077, it was like a high fashion version of that. It just reminded me so much of a Jasmine Masters look, but had a fashion edge to it. Olivia Lux, I loved half of it. I can't remember which half of it I liked. I don't know if I liked the top or the bottom of her look a little bit more, but Olivia did fine. Olivia's just one of those, like, queens that I'm just like, oh, I like you, but you're not, like, wowing me. I needed a wow. This episode did not provide it. Got Mick again. Lady Gaga fashion. This was it. This is everything. Got Mick is really coming out. He's just dope. Like, he has cool fashion looks, the references I get, I understand. It's one of those queens that you're just like, you speak my language, I get ya, I like ya. Then we go to Rosé. It's a little too Bette Midler. I think Michelle did say this was a little too campy reinterpretation and not a look. I just thought it was like, that's a fine Bette Midler look. That's fine. Meh. I hate doing a meh on a Drag Race episode, but, you know. Tina Burner, I hate Houndstooth. I hate it. I hate it. It's like Green and Michelle. I hate it. Once you wear Houndstooth, I usually think you're cheap. Candy Muse came out in this Rihanna, pour it up. Want you to throw up? Yeah, I liked, this was a Candy look I liked, and I don't say those words often, but I thought this was exactly what I think of Candy's brand. A little ratchet, a little hood, a little bangy, but still fashiony, still progressive, and that's exactly what I wanted. This was my favorite Candy look all season. It's just so interesting. Then Utica came out in this high fashion look. It was very not, again, Utica, this is not what I thought Utica would do. They said she was like hamming it up with her expressions, and I thought that was just her. Like, you don't read other people how they perform and like present their outfits. Why are you going to do it to her? I thought she looked fine. Don't shade Utica. I can't believe I'm coming around to her. It blows my mind. I don't think she's staying long, but it's still, I'm happy to see she grew on me. Now we have one last category. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about Lala's ugly outfit. Denali comes out in my least favorite of her 3. It's just fine. It's the Sugar Skull, Day of the Dead. I like that she brought up her Mexican heritage. I'm Cuban, so I'm all there for someone in our community representing somebody. Not my favorite look, though. Joey J, basic again. Honey, child. At least you wore a wig. Points for that. I want to like Joey so much, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. But, you know, I tried. Lala Ree, this was unfinished. This was bad. This was not good at all. It was cringy, to be honest. It's not what I think Lala could be doing. Lala could be a lot better. This was not it. Tamisha, oh, sorry, let's go to Elliot. Elliot with another fun look. It was pink, it was vibrant, it was fun. Elliot really impressed me. I think Elliot should have been higher up because I think she did a really good job. Tamisha came out in sloppy. Like, oh no. The makeup, I know they did that shady close-up of our makeup, but our makeup was bad. They're going to do a close-up on it. She presented that makeup. Not my favorite Tamisha. I don't know. I'm glad she wasn't in the bottom, though. Her and like Lala doing the song, that could have been a hot ass lip sync. Simone sells this nothing ass dress. Simone can do. She's one of those queens that she reminds me of Monique Hart in that way of like, I hate that outfit, but you're selling the hell out of it. You go, girl. That's what she's giving me. This outfit was nothing too, oh my god, but she really sold it. Then we also have Olivia. She was giving me Alien Queen. She said a little gladiator, but I was feeling like this was the Judy Jackson hooker. Like, this was like, oh, so we're all just Judy Jackson hookers, and who are you? Like, that's what she was giving me. Got Mick was coming out in a baby Aquaria look, a little Gaga, though. Gaga and Aquaria, like, she was very inspired by that, so I like Got Mick's outfit. I thought she was fine. Rosé was giving me Space Lady. Okay. Rosé, like, was very good this episode. She impressed me more as a person. Her looks were just fine. Then we go to Tina. It's a piece of fabric. It's a piece of fabric. Like, I need Tina to go. Just skedaddle. Just get out of here. Because not my favorite. This is not my favorite look. Candy Muse. It was Schoolgirl. I liked. I'm surprised I liked. I'm usually not, like, again, a Candy Muse fan, but 2 in a row from Candy that it felt like it matched what I think of Candy in my head. It's like aesthetics like this, and she really brought it to me. Also, then we go to Utica in her final look, which was hot. Like, I think she could have won just off this alone because it was so interesting. It was so fashion. It was so different. So I was really happy. Not to won this episode, but I think Utica had a really good chance. Now let's get to this last little bit because that lip sync was interesting. Got Mick wins this episode with some 3 fabulous looks. This is what I'm talking about. I actually would have maybe tied with her and Utica. I know y'all don't like those like 2 people winning at one time because we're still triggered because of All Stars 4. I understand. Or 3, whatever. Or no. 4. God, it feels like 84 years ago. So yes, I think I would have tied Utica and Mick, but that's fine. Then in the bottom is Lala Ree and Joey J performing to Fancy by Iggy Azalea and Charlie XCX. Good lip sync. Joey got ate up though. Like from the beginning when she hit me that da 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 da, and then she did that. Now baby, now do that. I was just like, Joey. I love when this show gives the whitest queen this hip-hop song or like a black soulful song and she's going up against a black queen. It's just like there's a certain je ne sais quoi that like a black queen will bring to a hip-hop song. And I'm not saying a white girl can't do it because Iggy Azalea sings the song, but I just thought Lala embodied the essence of the song. Even if her outfit was a hot mess, she looked like poop in this lip sync, but she still sold it, and that's the attitude you need. That's what you need to go above and beyond. Lala Ree really impressed me with this lip sync. I thought Joey was fine, but she got ate up, and now she's gone, and we don't have to think about her anymore. Yay? I don't know. If you guys were little big fans of Joey, let me know, because I'm not going to miss her that she's gone. She wasn't like this bad queen. I don't think we should hate mail her or anything like that. She just wasn't my favorite to be entertained by on a TV show. Alright everyone, that was it for my review of episode 5, The Bag Ball from RuPaul's Drag Race season 13. What did you guys think of this review? What do you guys think of this episode? Am I completely wrong on my takes? Did you agree with all my fashion breakdowns? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel because I make videos like this every single week. If I'm not getting my tooth pulled, I'm sorry about that again. And make sure you guys give me a thumbs up because YouTube takes those way too seriously. Alright guys, let's talk about the bag ball down below.